Dear students, in this class we are going to see synthesis of ciprofloxacin. So for that we are taking the starting material as this one. What is that? Without chlorine and fluorine, it can be called as aniline. Benzene ring with NH2, no, that can be called aniline. So the numbering starts from here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is called 3-chloro-4-fluoroaniline. So what is the parent taken here? That is called 3-chloro-4-fluoroaniline. So with that we are adding this one, that can be called diethyl ethoxy methylene malonate. We'll see how it is getting the name. We have known the structure of malonic acid. We have seen this in dicarboxylic acid, no, Ohm's Gobshas, the second one after oxalic acid, that is called malonic acid. What is the formula for malonic acid? CH2COH, that is called as malonic acid. Here these two hydrogens are replaced by means of ethyl, means that is called as diethyl malonate. Why it is ending with 8? That is the suffix for ester. COO is an ester, so it can be called diethyl malonate. Now here carbon is connected to two hydrogens, no, that is replaced by means of CH2, and that will be connected with double bond. This can be called as methylene. Already we have known CH2 is called methylene. So what is the name for this one? This is called diethyl malonate. So this can be called diethyl methylene malonate. What is the name of this one? This is called diethyl. This is methylene and malonate. Now here it is having two hydrogens, no, in that one hydrogen is replaced by means of ethoxy, means it is called diethyl ethoxy methylene malonate. Now you are clear with the name for this one, no? So what is the name? Diethyl ethoxy, this is methylene malonate. Now come to the synthesis. So what we have taken? Diethyl ethoxy methylene malonate. So by the addition of these two, what happens? Here the H combines with OC2H5 and removed as ethanol. That's why the left NH, no, that would be added with the CH. So we got that. So only one change. There may be removal of ethanol and we are getting that one. Now we are adding diphenyl ether. So by that addition, what happens? Here this OC2H5 combines with the H from here and removed as ethanol. That's why this carbon has to unite with this carbon and it will be cyclized, and we are getting this one. Next we are adding cyclopropyl chloride. By that addition, this Cl combines with H in the first position and removed as HCl, and we are getting this cyclopropyl group in the first positions. So this group would be attached to the first position. So we are getting that. Now we are going for hydrolysis by means of sodium hydroxide. On hydrolysis, what happens? There may be a cleavage here between these two oxygens. So OH should be attached here and H should be added here. So C2H5OH should be removed. Here what would be added? OH, I said no. So it would be converted to COOH. Now we got that. Now we are adding piperazine. By that addition, this H combines with Cl and removed as HCl. That's why this piperazine would be attached to the 7th position of this one when we are getting ciprofloxacin. So once again I am telling that what are the starting materials taken? This is called 3-chloro-4-fluoroaniline that combines with diethyl ethoxy methylene malonate. So C2H5OH should be removed and we are getting that. Then by the addition of diphenyl ether and on heating, this OC2H5 combines with H from here and removed as ethanol, and it undergoes cyclization and we are getting this one. Then we are adding cyclopropyl chloride, HCl would be removed. This group would be added to the first position. Then we are going for hydrolysis by means of sodium hydroxide. Here this ethanol will be removed and this would be converted to acid. Then we are adding piperazine and fourth position that would be added by the removal of HCl. So that's all about the synthesis of ciprofloxacin.